The voice of Chester. CMPRadio.net. It's the station.
CMPRadio.net. It's the station. Listen, man, let's cultivate together. Bring us all your show ideas. Content creators, we're looking for that. Videographers, we're looking for that. You can be a part of the next great big thing that takes place right here in Chester, Pennsylvania. Let's cultivate together, man.
Stuck on 76, 95, 476, 222. You get the picture. Anyway, jump on this train.
Mother she had her 10-year-old daughter with her, came to seek out a woman who she had beef with around the way, and then she walked up to the woman, told the kid to hold her purse, and then started fighting with the woman. So these two are going at it. Next thing you know, you hear two shots. The 10-year-old had pulled the gun from her mother's purse and shot the woman twice, killing her. And she said, and the 10-year-old said, she shouldn't have hit my mama. The kid is going to be charged. She's charged with, they charged the kid with second-degree murder. Like, to not only take your kid out when you're about to go fight, your 10-year-old to see that, but also arming the 10-year-old. The 10-year-old knew.
She stabbed somebody before too.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta get her off the street. I'm sorry. We gotta get her off the street. I'm not saying throw her in jail, just off the street. All right?
What happens if the engine stops? We all freeze and die. But will it stop or will it stop? No, no!
It's the D train with Darren, DeVoue.
Oh, I love that one. Such a tonic.
Hello and good morning. Welcome aboard the D Train with Darren DeVoue on CMPRadio.net. The best way to start your week off. Joined as always behind the glass by Uncle P and his adorable assistant engineer Jordan, who's probably going to hang around with us till block 3, and she's going to fade out. Don't forget, if you want for all your home construction renovation needs, go to LeBron Construction. You can check out LeBronConstruction.com or go to the LLC.com or go to the CMP Radio YouTube or Facebook page, or CMPRadio.net page and see all of our sponsors there. Pete.
Yo.
Good to go.
Good morning, everyone.
Yes, indeedy. How you feeling today?
I'm good, bro. How you feeling?
I can't complain, man.
Got that dry mouth.
Yeah, and I took this Werther's, so I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, no.
You've been doing this longer than me, though, so I just keep letting you fuck it up.
This guy lover. Oh, man. Well, that's it. Let's get to this huge news, P. An international figure was on air this week. An international figure talking about a gaffe that they made. And I'm talking, of course, that impacts us all. And I'm talking, of course, about Will Smith. I don't know if anybody saw this week. I don't know if anyone saw this week. Well, actually, what am I talking about if anyone saw? Everybody saw this week. Did you? When I say everybody, is that a...
That is not for me. I didn't see it.
Oh, there we go. All right.
What did he do?
Oh, he apologized. The apology, everybody was... At this point... Listen. Like Kaepernick, all right, with Marshawn Lynch, he was never standing for the national anthem before Kaepernick. And it wasn't... His reasons weren't as deep, weren't as political, obviously. Because Marshawn Lynch just plain don't give a F. But meanwhile... Marshawn Lynch never said a thing. That's why he could retire, come back, never say anything. Either by now, don't say anything. But here's we got video real quick of Smith apologizing.
Chris, I apologize to you.
Sharing his most extensive comments since the Oscars slap, tonight Will Smith says he's reached out to Chris Rock, who he says is not yet ready to talk.
I wasn't thinking, but how many people got hurt in that moment. So I want to apologize to Chris's mother. I want to apologize to Chris's family.
For the last 3 months, Smith says he's played this moment out over and over again in his head.
There's no part of me that thinks that was the right way to behave in that moment.
Smith says his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, never encouraged the slap and that he embarrassed his family.
I'm human, and I made a mistake, and I'm trying not to think of myself as a piece of shit. I'm sorry really isn't sufficient.
I want to apologize to his cousins, college roommate, everybody.
I think Will Smith understands the effect that it had on his family, right? Because you're not just affecting Chris Rock.
Your actions affect others.
You know, it's a wave that ripples out into other people, right? So, you know, and I think he's understanding that. But if I was Chris Rock, I still wouldn't accept it.
No.
Not until me as a comedian. Again, words hurt. But if you ever been punched in the face, you feel me? Which hurts worse? You feel me? So
and that's what Rock said too.
Yeah, like literally, like so. I don't. I'm not forgiving. He's an actor, bro. That's what he does. I never really thought it was real anyway.
Right.
You feel me? So it's like, damn. You know, we still talking about this shit 4 months later.
Right, thank you. We've settled this already.
Like Chris is a comedian. He could talk about it to the end of his career.
Which he is starting to do now.
Will, you literally have to leave this alone, right? If you want anybody to pick up your movies or do anything with you, you got to let it die, bro.
Let it go. Let it go. Yeah, man. We're in for one of the 4 times that this will happen during this 2 hours, folks, that P and I will be seeing eye to eye. P, we talk band. You know, it's funny how I said a couple of weeks ago we were talking about on the show about Herschel Walker's campaign. Well, for past few weeks we've been talking about Herschel Walker's campaign. And
what
then,
is he running for?
Huh?
What is he running for?
He's running for Senate in Georgia.
Oh, okay. I thought he was going to run for president.
No. We'll stick a pin in that one.
Listen, Donald Trump proved you all you need is to get a couple people to rock with you, bro. You can
right. And that's the thing we were talking about. I was like, because I'm a firm believer that Herschel's got the CTE. And for them to parade him. And plus,
you can't just be giving people that.
Stamped.
Oh, he played football. Oh, he got that CTE.
Oh, man, Pete, you've seen we ran some of the quotes, the gems that he's put out there.
No, give me a couple.
But, remember last week when he said, last week we ran the video, our good air goes off to China, and then China, their bad air moves here, and then we got to clean it up all over again. That was Herschel on climate change, right?
Hey, man, listen, that's his understanding of it, bro. Like, you can't be mad.
Okay, so that's the thing. This is Herschel, and this video surfaced. Like, we talked about it because I said he's an opposition researcher's dream. And sure enough, the hits started coming. And actually, I said last week, we've been talking about it for a few weeks, and it was funny at first, but now it's getting kind of sad. Sure enough, I see in my news feed there's a article about how Herschel Walker isn't funny, and I'm like, to a degree, yeah. But this is video surfaced this week of Herschel in 2019 addressing a conference and discussing how he used to be an FBI agent. Go ahead and roll it, P.
Y'all didn't know that either, did you? I spent time at Quantico at the FBI training school. Y'all didn't know I was an agent. I probably shouldn't tell y'all that. Y'all don't care. But anyway, I've been in law enforcement. So I grabbed my gun. I said, I will kill him. Herschel Walker, one of the highest control, I'm going to kill him. I got in David, one of my many. I took off on 183. And I can still remember the voice of Herschel. People been disrespecting you all the time. People always doing stuff to you. You never done nothing to nobody. And all of a sudden, this other voice of Herschel, your parents didn't raise you like that. Yes, they did. No, they didn't. Yes, they did. I thought I was losing my mind. As I got closer and closer to where I was going to be meeting this guy, I started to pray. I said, Lord, I need some help right now. I said, I need you to help me. I said, I'm about to do something stupid right now. I need you to help me right now. I remember getting to this where I was going to meet him at. I got out of my car and I put my hand on my gun. As I was walking to this truck, before I could see the guy, I saw the sign on the back of his truck that said, honk if you love Jesus. And that's what calmed me down.
Yeah. Listen, you can be whoever you want to be at some point, bro. Like,
yeah, and Georgia GOP voters are looking at me going, yeah, Darren, we hear what you're saying, but that CTE carrying fella rushed for 1,800 yards as the Georgia Dogs won the 1981 championship. Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Oh, my goodness, man. Pete, we've been talking, we've mentioned here and there January 6th rioters. Wait, before, one last thing on him. I find it very interesting. Did you notice the Cassius Clay t-shirt?
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
Trying to be funny.
Why are you trying to be funny?
Cassius Clay is a slave name. Remember? He dumped that joint. He trying to be funny.
Somebody sold it?
Oh, yeah.
Or he bought it from somebody?
Oh, yeah. He trying to be funny. You can't tell me otherwise. Good luck convincing me. Oh, man. So January 6th, right? The riot. We've talked before about rioters getting sentenced, some of them in the most...
day that will forever live.
Right.
That was a great day, bro.
Oh, man. Where are the Billy Club? Where is the pepper spray?
What do you mean, where is all this stuff? Like, they can't do... Literally.
You know, when I see a police brutality protest, I see a lot more brutality from the police to suppress and a lot less violence from the crowd.
But they've trained us to understand that we can't do these things, but we can do them, bro. You can't have no fear. Them white people wasn't scared of nothing. They wasn't scared. Like, bro, at the end of the day, we are scared. Oh, they gonna beat us. They gonna kill us. They gonna shoot us. And they gonna do that anyway. Anyway.
You're just delaying the inevitable.
Right. So go ahead, man. Listen, don't nothing come to a dreamer but a dream.
Right on.
You want things, you got to speak up and say it. Yo, I need this. I need this now. And punch whoever in the face that gets in your way. Just that simple, bro.
Oh, my goodness. Well, you know what? That's what this here is 56-year-old Mark Ponder. And one of these kids, if you look at the crowd that he's with at the January 6th riot, one of these kids is not like the others, which is one thing that threw me off. Because, a joke about people like Mr. Ponder who may be in the sunken place,
Corrupt, no relation.
No, what do you think? Yeah. Ponder's a D.C. native. Participated in the January 6th riot, and when I saw the picture of him, I'm like, what the what?
So he was in a band?
Oh no, no, that's just that's Ruckus's trumpets.
I thought you were saying he was like in the Howard's band. What's the leader of the band?
The drum major.
Yeah. I see the stick in his hand.
Right.
So I just thought he was.
He used that thing on January 6th. That was the second one, the red, white, and blue one. He broke the first one on a cop's police shield. A cop that later, they didn't say whether it happened right then or it happened later, but the cop's foot was shattered. And
his foot?
Yeah. He put the pictures up on, his toes and swollen and blue and, oh, man.
How did he do that? With that stick?
He broke that stick on the cop's shield. Right. So I don't know if the cop's shield came down or, you know what I mean, on my man's foot.
That stick?
No, that's the second one. He broke the first one.
Did he take?
They said it was metal.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How many did he have?
That was his last one, they said, right? He just keep pulling them out his pants, under his hat.
Where are these sticks coming from?
yeah. So Judge hit Ponder with 63 months. That matches the longest sentence.
Yeah, of course. Of course, he's black. Now, his lawyer probably said, "Now, what the hell is? Do you know you are going to be at the forefront of these claws?
They are definitely going to spot you. Yeah,
you are definitely going to jail, right? Because you weren't supposed to be there." But you're here. We're in court. I just want to let you know you're getting 63 months. What? That guy over there shot somebody. Hey. We're not going to talk about the details. We're not worried about none of that stuff. You know you were wrong. Him and about 4 other. I want to see what all those black people did. Like literally
comparing their sentence to everyone else's. Yeah, Connor said that he believed the election was stolen, and he said to the judge, "I'm not asking for justice, Your Honor, because if you gave me justice, I deserve everything I get. I'm asking for mercy." And she said, "Sure, 63 months. Here you go. Mercy granted."
Damn.
Oh man. Oh, so
that's his fault because he had this stick.
Right.
And he hurt the other cop.
And the cop got hurt.
You feel me? Like, he could have just been there and just taking pictures and saying, "Look where I'm
at."
You feel me? But no, you want to get violent.
And they noted that he was swinging. And think about it. He broke the first metal. They said he broke the first metal pole. They said it was a pole. Broke the first one, got rid of that one, and came at the cops again. Oh, my man, though. P.
Yo.
We talk, man, listen, I just saw a report about pollen.
Here we go.
I'm not going to talk about how he's going to overpopulate the planet by himself.
It's okay.
I'm talking about, did you hear the kid's name? Nick Cannon's 8th kid. Nick Cannon welcomed his 8th kid this week.
Okay, what's his name?
Legendary.
Right.
Legendary Love Cannon.
Right.
So he said, right. You're going to be and actually, what's that boy's name? Cannon was owning it, saying that that's going to be his nickname, LL.
See.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Oh, I don't know, man.
At the end of the day, guess what?
I'm just picturing the kid in junior high school with that. But then again, he's rich enough to have that name.
Legendary Love. Like, what the hell? You know how many girls? Legendary.
Oh my God! As soon as they just said that, roll call.
Smooth.
He better be with a name like that.
Legendary Cannon. Right? Either fucking way, it works. Legendary Cannon, bro. Legendary Love, like, goodness. Come on, man, you got.
All right, I gotta think outside the box here.
Man, you gotta give Nick credit, bro. Now, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it the route that he's doing it.
Okay,
you feel me? What's this? Like first he had the twins with Mariah. So he has 6 other children with 6 other women.
Right.
That's I can't even deal with my life the way my life is set up. You feel me? And they say you gotta have a lot of money to have all these kids.
And you gotta have somebody behind you, like you got a secretary just for those affairs.
What needs to happen? Because it's hard, bro. It's absolutely hard to do everything the way everybody wants you to do it. And it's like, yo, I'm not that person. I'm sorry, but, it's difficult.
Oh my God!
Legendary Cannon, bro. Like that's where he at. Fuck the middle name.
Legendary. Oh, you say get rid of Love, huh?
Not even. Who really uses your middle name? I don't know.
Right.
Middle name. You feel me? It's Darren DeVoue. You
right.
Feel me? Like, so it's like Legendary Cannon.
Right.
Like it's like pause. Like everybody gonna say, no. His homie's gonna be like, man, I'm just going ULC. That's still Legendary Cannon, bro. I'm still here. Damn, man. Shout out to Nick.
It's like a math formula. All roads lead to Legendary.
Congratulations, Nick, bro.
Oh, man. Did you hear about Drake? Drake was on vacation acting like the Deshaun Watson of the music industry.
Ooh, what was he doing?
Took a picture. He was on vacation. He was sitting at a restaurant, and he posted on Instagram this pic of a lady sitting there minding her own business, eating with a companion.
Right.
And he posted, had tried to airdrop this woman a pic of herself because she's a dime.
Right.
Hey, I'm Drake. Wanna fuck?
Technology, bro, allows you to do that stuff. I mean, that's why my airdrops stay on. You feel me? For everybody. Yeah, send me a pic.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know, man. That kind of
You what? What's your gripe with that?
I'm looking at, like, one, you taking pictures. Okay, she's out in a public place.
Right.
I get it.
Right.
So she can't expect privacy.
Right.
All right. So nothing wrong with that. But then he posts to
talk into the microphone.
But then posting that photo of her to his millions of followers.
Okay.
And let's face it, like we talked about those bots and whatnot. Right. I don't think any of his followers are bots. I think he's got millions of followers legitimately. Post that photo of her, and then he's trying to hit her up like, "Yo, blah blah blah."
Yeah.
You know?
What's up?
And she's sitting with someone.
Let me give you some of this legendary canon, bro. Regardless, it's an experience that she's never had before, whether it's good or bad. You feel me? Like, she's never had sex with Drake before.
Little skeevy.
So there you go.
Crumb creep.
You know, no.
How do you get women, bro?
The hunt.
Huh?
The hunt.
That's the hunt.
But that's the hunt for him. Like, over technology and his fame
That's
combined with his fame.
That's the hunt, bro.
That can work.
It's jokers that are regular people that do that, bro.
And
take a picture, airdrop the chick, and be like, "Damn, I would love to come over there and sit with you."
And see, this is part of my thing with him, like, he probably used said technology in order to start texting. At the 2018 Emmys, he was texting Millie, Stranger Things star Millie Bobby Brown.
Millie Vanilli?
No, Silly Vanilli. No, Millie Bobby Brown.
Who that?
She is a star on Stranger Things.
Bobby Brown?
I know, right? When I saw that name, I was like, she's trying to get in on some of that Bobby Brown mojo. He was texting her at the 2018 Emmys, right?
Okay, I can see.
Okay, and at the time she was 14. Mr. Smooth, legendary canon singing rapper, he was 32. What you texting a 32-year-old? I mean, texting a 14-year-old for?
I guess, they all do it. R. Kelly, like, they was all doing it, bro. Like, you know, she famous.
Crumb creep.
There you go.
She's famous, so she can get the wood, I guess.
At the Emmys, no less.
At the Emmys, bro. Who's she gonna tell somebody? Drake text me? Damn.
Oh my goodness. Well, speaking of shameless self-promoters, man, did you hear about I know you don't follow wrestling anymore.
Who don't follow wrestling?
Okay.
If you like, what's wrong with you?
All right, there we go.
Like,
yes.
What's wrong with
Thank
you?
you. Okay.
What?
That's what's
What? I got 2 words for you. Suck it. Like, come on, man. Who don't follow wrestling?
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
I was in the house, you feel me, during that whole Monday Night War, bro, watching that.
Oh, yeah. That would have been the time.
And selling dimes out the window. like, literally. Like,
oh, my goodness.
Right? Where my joint at, bro?
Oh, I lie, I cheat, I steal. No.
Shut up, bitch.
You feel me? That was wrestling, bro.
Do not lie to The Rock.
No.
Do you like poontang pie?
If you smell that was wrestling, bro. That was the golden age.
Yeah.
I want to say that was the golden age of wrestling, bro.
And he did. Vince McMahon, who we got pictured here, he resigned this week.
Yeah,
and so but he did, because wrestling was pretty much regional entities up until he took it over from his father.
Right.
And then he incorporated it all under one umbrella, and then boom, took it national.
That's what happens.
And then, man, next thing you know, I had 2 WWE, those rubber action figures.
I had Hulk Hogan, right? I had Hulk Hogan and Jimmy Snuka.
Right.
Oh,
me? Yeah.
Yeah, my cousin's dog bit Jimmy Snuka's leg off. You feel me?
Trying to tell you, this guy is no good.
Right, he bit his leg off. I still was kicking with him.
Still coming off the top rope.
Absolutely, one leg.
There's one leg in ass. Yeah, he handed over control of creative and the company to his daughter, Stephanie. Triple H is in control of creative. Stephanie is going to be the co-CEO with another name that I don't have.
Yeah, because at one time they were talking about how Triple H was taking off the other show that they have, the younger one.
Yeah, NXT. Yeah,
NXT. They took him off of that.
Yeah, I think
this to me is now too much. You
Okay.
know what I mean? It's too many shows. It's too much wrestling. It's too many people. And it's
the
like,
market is
it's
watered down.
oversaturated.
Yeah.
You feel me? You got this wrestling group over there, that wrestling group, and that's what made it competitive. You feel me? Because we had WCW and WWF.
Right.
But once it was just WWE, you feel me?
Yeah.
It was like, damn, like what the.
Right. Got
like, it's too
stale.
many. We need those two separate.
Competition drives commerce.
Yes, it fucking does. You feel me?
Every time.
Like, but you know, people don't understand that.
Right.
People
on.
see competition as a bad thing.
No.
No.
In fact, it pushes you, and it's better for the customer to have the choices.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nobody should be surprised though. Pete just referenced it about him because he had to pay $14 million in he had paid out $14 million in settlement money over.
He's knocking off his secretaries.
Over the years, man, and out of the company accounts, not even out of his own.
Why would he pay it out?
Right.
It's happening on company
This
property.
is my company. This is my pocket. It's coming out.
I hated the company, bro. Like it's so funny. I created the company. I'm going to spend the money the way I want to spend the money when I want to spend the money. Who are you to sit there and say I can't spend my money? This is my vision. Oh, but there are countless employees that have helped your vision. No, but it's still my vision. Bro.
Oh, right,
on my
right.
track, on my train. You feel me? Using my code, I'm gonna spend this money the way I want to. Yeah, man. He was definitely. What you think he wasn't doing that?
No, that's what I'm saying. I mean, the guy that conceived the Attitude Era. I mean, when I saw my man, what's his name, Edge, the Rated R triple. Right. He's up there on the bed, on the stage and everything. I was like, what in the world is going on?
Yeah, Vince getting it in.
Yeah.
All the secretaries love him. You know, once he started getting jacked.
Right.
You feel me? And he was all big and shit. I said, what the hell? That's Vince McMahon? Little skinny, puny boy that was here when Hulk Hogan was doing it. Like, that's what he doing? Yeah,
oh, my goodness. Yeah, so he had to pay out more, all that, not just the secretary, but also other harassment claims, because sexual harassment, sexual misconduct, you know.
Women are fun to look at, aren't they? I think it's pretty obvious they were made to look at. Oh, sure, they have brains and they do stuff. Some of them do important stuff, like run banks and teach math. But I really don't like that kind. I like the looking kind.
He knows.
That sounds just like you, too.
Right. Oh, my goodness. So yeah, man, and that, you know what though? Another thing comes to mind though. That like P just alluded to it. That was one of my notes. Creative got stale because Vince, you know, being a tyrant like he is, he wanted to be in control of all things. Another thing though, you know, all that haggling with talent that he did over the years. Like I know if I was like, say, a CM Punk comes to mind, somebody that he was haggling with about money, and you see this report, you're like, oh, no wonder I can't get paid. You too busy paying the hoe.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, sorry.
He ain't had no choice. He had to pay him.
Right.
You feel me? Like a lot of that stuff, you know, you get him right after you knock him off. A
Man.
non-disclosure agreement, sign this, and it was nice working with you.
And here's
You feel me? Might keep him for 3 weeks. You feel me?
Oh my goodness.
All right, well, it's good for Vince to retire, you know.
Right.
Because, you know, his wife fell off.
Yeah, and
didn't she run for Senator Congress?
Yeah, man. She was at the she spoke recently at the America First Policy Institute. Okay. So you know what that, yeah.
What?
America First, like that's that whole Trump
she down with Trump thing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure they are friends.
Oh yeah.
You feel me?
Oh,
like,
yeah. He's famous. He had Trump won all those years. Right. Oh my goodness! But speaking of a WWE type presentation, P,
okay,
I was doing my research for this week. You know, spinning through the cycles, looking at articles. I came across this article about this band called G-War.
G-War.
G-War, metal band. I know they're on the top of your Spotify list.
No.
So what we got here is a picture of a G-War. What G-War is known for is they're not only their appearance, but also they spray their audience with fake blood and fake semen. Sort of like remember that comedian Gallagher when he used to smash fruit and pretty much they give the first 3 rows a tarp at his shows. Yeah, that's what you got to do at a. You playing the video? Oh, yeah, it gets better.
Okay. That's what you into?
No. I said the article popped up on my newsfeed, but just the appearance of it, I was like, okay, you got my attention. You got it all.
I don't know. G-War.
Oh, well, incidentally, P, you know they will be in Philly at Franklin Music Hall.
Well, guess what?
On October 29th.
And guess what?
I think I found P's birthday present.
Boy, that don't make no sense for me.
No, that's going to be a waste of money if I get you.
Yeah, these dudes, this is not something. I like that song.
You see my man in the video, though? Hold on, I can't see Dante's cop.
Yeah, nah, I'm good.
More than Dante. Oh, did you play the video? You played the video already? No, you didn't.
No, I ain't.
Oh, go ahead. We got some footage. Yeah, we got 1 minute from a show.
Oh, like, I don't know. He look like he got a cow. I don't know.
He got some udders.
Do you want blood? Who's got the blood? That's right.
Oh my goodness. But you know.
Oh no, look at this dude.
Looks like.
Get up. Donald Trump, you fucker.
He is George, a sideshow. Oh.
Darren. Can I ask you a question?
It's time for a come to It's time and now come to Jesus moment on CNPRadio.net.
When, where, and how, like why?
So again, it popped up
every fucking question.
So I think when I clicked on AP weird news. Okay, apologies, P, please.
When and where and how and why and why the fuck? Like how?
So I'll start from the beginning. So I click on, like, sometimes I look up weird news stories on AP or Huffington Post.
Dante, you like that stuff?
That's what the music's not bad.
I hear it. Like, fuck, this place
you
is
just
cool.
didn't get there. You go. The music's not. I'm like, and then when they brought out that fake, they brought out that fake Trump, and I was like,
oh yeah, you fuck with him.
Yeah. I'm like, you know, I think I'm saying, P. We might have to keep throwing some hits at you, some G-War hits at you.
I'm good.
We're going to get you down there. We're going to stand out on October 29th.
so they've been out for a minute.
Yeah.
You feel me? They've been doing this since 1990.
Nah, damn.
You feel me? Like that's a long time.
They OGs.
Yeah.
Triple OGs.
And they still out there. I could tell they was OGs because the way he was struggling with
with
the costume. Like, bro, just rip that joint off. You feel me? But, you know, he geriatric almost. You know, had heavy ass stuff on and breathing
right.
in the heat.
And they look like, and that's the thing too I was thinking about, because they look like, those costumes, they look like something like out of Game of Thrones meets Walking Dead or some stuff.
I'm trying to figure out what the thing is on it. I thought it was a cow udder. That looked like two
dogs. Yeah, that's what I said.
No, that looked like two penines. Like, you know, that's how you say penis plural, right? I mean, yeah, plural.
That's the plural of penis.
That's the plural version, penine.
Oh my goodness.
But okay, that's what they into. Cool.
Oh, but it gets your attention, and then once it suckered me in. The look suckered me in, and now next thing you know, I'm going to be at the show October 29th with P.
No, I am not. I will not be at that show. No way in hell.
Oh my goodness. Oh, P, that brings us to what I've been watching.
Spoiler alert.
So lately, oh man, HBO, right, has been suckering me in. HBO always had me, like, ever since I was a kid, like, just that intro where the shot goes through the streets and then it leads up and then HBO comes on the screen on a Saturday night. You're like, oh, hell yeah. Here comes that movie that I couldn't afford to go see in the theaters 8 months ago.
But you can afford HBO.
Hey, but all the programming we get, you know.
You couldn't go to one movie?
Well, no, because then you go to all the movies. HBO man.
So hold on. So you go to one movie, so you go to all the movies?
No. Yeah,
no. Okay.
Got an addictive personality.
Okay.
What can I say? Rich and Shameless. It's an anthology series, man, and it's on P, you skipped to it. Oh, I had it out. Shoot. All right, fine. Keep going. Slow Hustle. Remember when we talked about We Own This City, right? With the We Own This City, right. The gun trace task force, right? We talked specifically about Detective Sean Suiter, and that was the one cop that I said, because I always said that was the one, like, if you're watching it, he's the one cop you feel some empathy for, because he was in the gun trace task force for a short moment, and then he wound up taking over homicide, and then as the show follows him, but then he dies the day before he's supposed to speak with the FBI about possibly planting some drugs in a previous case years ago. And actually, it was a case that when we talked about it, that specifically on the show a few weeks ago, but Jenkins initiated the pursuit of a car. Now, I thought, up until I saw the Slow Hustle and did some more reading in former Baltimore detective Sean Suiter, I thought that it was a legit, this guy. I thought that they were chasing them initially. They tried to rob these two dudes at first. And they didn't see them do any dealing, anything. These were just two black males sitting in a car. And then Jenkins said, oh, they got to have something on them. Because we played that clip from the show where he robbed a midget stripper. So you don't remember that? Oh, I think I deleted it. They go in the strip club and they depict the scene because the one cop, because they're all snitching on each other. So the one cop is talking to the FBI. He tells a story about how Jenkins, and a couple of they hit the strip club. Jenkins comes flying out. He sees a midget stripper, says to the stripper at the table, get her over here, girl. She goes, brings the midget stripper over. He takes her to the back right before he says to the guys, I'm going to hit this. Goes in the back. A minute later, comes running out. Get your beers. Go. We going. They get in the car. And then that's when he tells the fellas, oh, I couldn't get her on, so I just threw the money on the floor and rolled out. But then I grabbed her money out her bag. And then the boy said, you robbed the midget stripper? So there's that. So Jenkins, they were going to rob these two citizens. Jenkins and another officer pulled up in front. Suiter pulled up behind Jenkins, and then the Jenkins and the other cop get out. They got masks on. They didn't use their lights, and they start approaching these two guys, and a pursuit happens. During the pursuit, those guys crash with another car, and then that person dies. Jenkins and Suiter's supervisors show up like, yo, why are you chasing them? Oh, they had drugs. Yeah. Well, where's the drugs? And in the show, We Own the City is depicted right there, because then they've searched the car 3-4 times already. Sean, check that car one more time. But by then, they've already made a call to another detective who got busted for showing up with the drugs. Hands it off to, presumably, Suiter. Suiter puts it in the car. Bang, we got drugs. It justifies this chase that we've accidentally killed a citizen. And so, because, they knew that they were going to be on the hook for that one. So Suiter was supposed to testify to FBI the next day, but they made it clear that he wasn't a target. Suiter goes out with you lost me at midget strippers. Pete, you ever seen a midget stripper? There was this one strip club.
I've never seen a midget stripper. I've never met a midget stripper. You feel me? I got a friend that's what he wants.
Yes, it is on the bucket list. It's a curiosity.
It's
yes,
on your bucket list.
It's not on my bucket list per se, but my strip club bucket list. If I see a midget stripper, I'm damn sure gonna get in line to get a lap dance from her.
Could she really hop on your lap and dance?
I mean,
I don't know how that would feel. Would it feel like a child? Like,
or does she have like some kind of low chair she brings with her that you have to see?
I'm like, no, this isn't right. Right? You're a little small. Can I see your ID? You feel me? Like, you know, like I just. So my man was like, could you imagine how soft a stripper, a midget's ass would feel? I said, no, I don't think it would feel soft because there's a lot of muscle. You feel me in there, right? So I don't know.
See, you ruined it with the whole child reference.
Yeah, so
right
like that's why it's not entertaining to me. You feel me? Because it's like they're about the same size. You feel me? And I don't think we're allowed to say midgets. Not correct.
Dwarfs. And actually, that was in the show because he was like a midget stripper, huh? And then the one FBI agent goes, I believe dwarf is the correct term.
Right? So, and I believe that dwarfs need to stay with dwarfs. You feel me? Like, and it's not nothing against them. You feel me? It just, for me, it just puts a child in my head.
Okay,
like,
right,
pick her up and carry her, it's a problem.
Oh,
you feel me? Like, and is she really old enough?
So there was a whole big controversy because Suitor committed suicide. The way they depicted it in the show, and We Own This City, looks like Suitor committed suicide. And that was pretty much the entire premise of The Slow Hustle, because he became, over time, a well-respected officer within the community. Also, his family found it very hard to accept that he committed suicide. But the big theory was he committed suicide, one, because he knew he was, at the very least, getting fired, and worst case scenario, getting arrested. And he was a very dedicated cop, so I mean, he could. Part of the theory is he couldn't deal with that shame and state.
Right.
And so, and then the biggest one, if he dies on duty, his family still gets his benefits. So
he died on duty?
Yeah. So the suicide, because you see it, in the show they depicted it. As I'm watching it in the show, and he's standing, his usual partner, he leaves at the station house. He goes with a rookie detective. And then they're on the way they depicted in the show, they're looking for somebody on Suitor's case. Suitor's acting, and you watching the show in the initial time, and I'm like, he's acting kind of weird. Like I saw something, just that they pull up. All right, we'll come back later. And then they go past his old post when he was a uniform officer, and he's reflecting, and I'm like, man, he's acting weird. Then they get to the scene where he says, I see him. Gets out of the van. He says, stay here. He makes the rookie cop detective stand at the corner. He's opposite of an alley. He's behind a van, so the rookie cop can't see him. And the way they depicted it in the show, and actually you see it, you see the actual surveillance video in The Slow Hustle from a distance, but you can see Suitor it looks like, and in the show, you see him, I mean, it's weird. And then you're looking at the video, which
this is definitely weird.
He looks like he's
your movements right now.
Oh, and then he doing. That's how he was doing. He was walking back and forth for a hot second like that.
For a fix.
Yeah. So Suitor all of a sudden yells out, "Stop, police!" Bolts across the alley. 3 shots ring out. 1, 2, 1. Suitor's found, and you see all the shots with it. He's got his radio in his left hand, gun in his right hand. And then they were saying, well, maybe he struggled with this assailant. Somebody shot him. The 2 shots came from somebody, and then the third shot, of course, but the third shot's right up against his head. And so there's like even the cops on the scene in the show, and cops on the scene in real life, because the show had the accuracy of the scene and everything down pat. Because you see those videos and those stills of Detective Suitor's body out there. They had it very accurately. But even then on the scene, the cops were like, well, if he's fighting with the guy, how's he lose his gun to get shot? Because, I mean, he got a radio, you can hit him with that. But again, it goes back to his dying in the line of duty, family benefits. There you go. It was weird, though. They also talked about other things. They took the commentary from other folks in the community, because then what happened was after, of course, a detective has died. You know how cops do. They descend upon the neighborhood like locusts. And so they're looking for a killer that doesn't exist. They spent a couple of months kicking in doors all over the East Harlem section of Baltimore looking for somebody who didn't exist. So that the ripple effects, you talked about it, P, like your actions affect others. He affected a whole section of the city. But definitely 4 out of 4 train tickets to the Slow Hustle. And the drug dealer. They had a former drug dealer who had interactions with the Drug Police Task Force. And he said a very, very interesting statement. He was talking about the cop, Officer Daniel Herschel, that assaulted him. He said, years later, I look at it, and he said, Danny Herschel and myself are both victims of the war on drugs. And I thought that was quite interesting, What?
No, I'm listening to
you.
Oh,
because, Herschel, he's victimized.
Because I don't know none of these people you naming. It's like me being from the West Coast and you being and talking about your homies that you're hanging out with. Maybe I got to watch this show.
You didn't watch?
No.
You didn't? You said you were going to watch it.
No, I didn't. So, bro, I've been trying to get as much rest as possible. The last 4 weeks have been a little rough. You feel me? So, getting myself back together and understanding what I need to do. So I haven't really been watching a lot of TV or anything for real. I just been.
And if you watch it, you'll get stuck. Right. So
reading and meditating.
Okay. Okay.
And drinking from the fountain of life.
And by that you mean?
Whatever.
Oh, your life. Okay. I thought it was a metaphor of some sort.
It is a metaphor. You're a little slow.
I'm on a slow train. Yeah, man. Oh, but yeah, definitely 4 out of 4. It's very moving though, especially because you're taking We Own the City and seeing a specific storyline that was in there that was jumped out at you as a viewer, and you're seeing it broken down. So yeah, I would definitely. Well, Pete, put it way down on your list because just watch that We Own the City is 6 episodes, Pete. So you ever get
it's
a chance?
only 6 episodes?
Yeah.
How long are the episodes? Half an hour?
An hour. Yeah.
That's 6 hours of my life.
Okay.
I can't get back.
Well, then we definitely don't want to talk about our next thing. The next thing that I've been watching, or what I've been watching, because you remember Brian Williams?
Brian Williams?
Yeah, he played for the Bulls for a quick minute.
Okay, yeah.
There we go.
Yeah,
yes,
okay.
yeah. Then he played for the Pistons, changed his name to Bison Daly.
Bison Daly?
Yeah.
So what has he been doing?
Okay, so.
Daly.
Oh, wait, you skipped ahead? Oh, Rich.
All I got is side hustle, bro.
Oh, wait. Oh, because we go back.
Go back to what?
Go before side hustle.
That's nothing but
the Slow Hustle
G-War band.
Oh.
Right.
All right. You know what?
Put all your pictures in.
We'll save Rich and Shameless for next week.
No, let's go.
All right.
Bison Daly.
Oh, Bison Daly. Well, Rich and Shameless was like a six-part or anthology series, and it talked about events that happened in current events, but brought it home in a documentaries type setting. That's what I love about HBO, the documentaries. So they covered a few stories. So one episode was on Bison Daly, who was discovered, I don't know if you remember, he was discovered dead. And then, or no, he wasn't discovered. His boat was discovered and there was nobody on it. And his boat had been painted with the name changed. Well, they initially questioned come to find out his brother killed him.
Kill who?
Bison Daly.
Damn.
Bison Daly was on a boat. Yeah, I didn't remember that follow-up. I knew that his brother killed himself, but it laid out the whole story. Brother wanted money, came out to visit his brother on a boat while they were on him and his girlfriend, Bison Daly, they're out on a little jaunt across the globe on his little catamaran. They had a captain for the boat too and everything. And he met up with them down in New Zealand. The brother did. Brother meet up with them in New Zealand. Next thing you know, nobody hears from anybody else. Brother shows up in Arizona trying to cash a check for $100,000 plus in gold.
Oh.
He wanted to buy gold. And then that's when, because the cops were already on to him because his Bison Daly's manager had gotten an alert about somebody trying to run some money. So they arrested him. My man gave them this weak-ass story that Bison Daly and his girlfriend were being held by some pirates, and he had to give, them the ransom, so that's why he came to the bank, et cetera, et cetera. Yo, he had his brother's passport, license, all that stuff on him. And let me get this straight. They gave you his, okay, never mind. So yeah, and they let him out. They let him out the box, and then a few days later, he shot himself. They also talk, in Rich and Shameless, they also talk about, you ever seen those, they talked about the founder of, them commercials when I used to stay up late on a Saturday night watching cheaters. Yeah. It's time to watch. Fellas, don't forget to ding, bang, 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 bang.
Why are you strip?
Like, remember the girls were pulling their shirts open.
So if the girls were doing it, why are you doing it?
I'm just mimicking it.
But why are you mimicking it?
For the camera.
Well, the camera don't need that.
All right.
What's the name of it? No, Darren.
Girls Going Wild. Remember those Girls Going Wild things?
It's not Darren Going Wild. Please don't. Please don't. Like, literally, please don't.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, those commercials I used to look at those commercials and be like, what the hell? Because I'm thinking to myself, it's just drunk college girls pulling out their boobs. There was other content, I'm sure, but.
To say how many other drunk.
Right. Told you he's a free boy.
Damn, Darren.
So they talked about that. They talked about you got to see it as well, especially you being a father. Because I used to just look at that and I was sitting there thinking to myself.
Especially me being a father.
Especially with you being a father.
What
of females. Because I mean, like this.
Look, it's my daughter's. Listen,
she ain't going to be whipping up.
No, like literally.
I'm not saying that wasn't what I was trying to imply.
what I'm saying is, you feel me? I'm not that type of father. Like,
right.
What you do is what you want to do.
Okay.
Know what you're doing.
That's progressive.
You feel me? Am I going to sit here and be when they were born, bro? Like, understand they have vaginas. You feel me? They don't have penises. You feel me? And I don't have a vagina, so I don't know what all goes through a woman's head. You feel me? So I have to learn. And the only way for us to learn is for you to make mistakes.
Okay.
You feel me? So, whatever they do, I'm supportive. I had a conversation the other day, and I said, what if one of your daughters became a porn star?
Oh, my.
I'm not embarrassed by that. That's what she chooses to do. You feel me? As long as it's not the crazy porn.
Oh, porn star, wow.
Yeah.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Yeah, she's supposed to do it for free. You feel me? You running around here knocking off dudes in the city for free. I mean, get your money, girl.
For a dinner and shit.
Like,
no appetizer,
Get paid. Go get your money. Like, I don't have no problem with that.
Oh, this one girl used to say at my job, when I used to wait tables with. Huh?
I'm not going to kiss her on the lips. You feel me? But it's not, that's not a bad thing. Cheek. Okay. Good.
Yeah. Oh, they also talked. Oh, so that was the thing with Girls Going Wild. I used to watch. I used to be like, who buys this? And then one day, I'm sitting at my best friend in college. I'm in his room, and I look.
And there it is.
There it is.
Girls Going Wild.
You bought this?
Yes. Yes, I bought it.
I mean, come on, man. You might as well, for this price, $30-something bucks, you might as well go down to Risque Video and get the real thing, which shows the, which is kind of important.
That's not what he was into. You feel me?
Yeah, half-ass. Underachiever.
Like half-ass. Like, it's enough. Wet t-shirt contest.
Right. Oh, yeah, man. So they talked about that or the founder of, because there was a lot of illegal activities that he was into. It goes bigger. Also, there was remember that founder of Bitcoin, of a Bitcoin company that died, and everybody was locked out of that all that money, like billions of dollars. Yeah.
Did he come back to life?
No, right. And that's what part of it is. He had so much money, you could I don't know. You could definitely try. You could change your appearance and whatnot. You'd have to go under the knife. He had so much money that the facial recognition too, as much as he put himself up on the internet. Oh yeah. What was his name? Hold on. Give me one moment, folks, because I did. What you looking at? Oh. Up here about to look this up. Bitcoin founder dies. Give me 1 second here. Let's look this up. Because there was a lot of people that got screwed with that. Quadriga, that was it. Quadriga was the name of the company, right? And he was out on vacation with his wife. All of a sudden, he gets sick. And then he's in India. He dies. And this was in 2018. He dies. $250 million is locked up. You know how there's all that firewalls, et cetera, et cetera. So $250 million, a lot of people's life savings, sometimes gifts for your parents, etc. And that stuff is gone into the ether. Well, they say it's locked away, but people can't get in, and you're trying to. They've been trying to break it. Obviously, there's $250 million just sitting somewhere in cyberspace. But investigators discovered that he had used a lot of the money because Bitcoin. I'm sorry, like when they were talking about it, Bitcoin. Ponzi scheme. Bitcoin =, Ponzi scheme. And no offense to anybody who's already into it right now, but I'm sorry. But the minute they say, show this video to your friends and family, I'm like, no. That's Amway. I'm out. How much time? Yeah, I ain't got time like that. Man. Oh, so yeah. Definitely, I definitely recommend, and it also talks about my man, the dude that bought the Wu-Tang album, Martin Shkreli. Mm-hmm. The boy, oh my goodness! And then he bought a
lot of TV.
Huh? Yeah. He bought the Wu-Tang album, right?
Which one?
The golden, one of a kind, up in the only one copy, etc. Right. The Holy Grail of Wu-Tang.
Right.
And so he bought that, but then in the meantime, he raised the price of the AIDS drug. Like from $50 or $20-something a pill to $200 and something a pill, and that was back before they're almost curing AIDS nowadays. Like there's a couple of people that have lost symptoms, so
it could be undetectable.
Oh yeah.
And like I said, if it's if it's undetectable, you cured me.
Oh, there you go. You think so? Oh, so that's what you're going with?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that sounds.
You can get to a point where it's undetectable and I can't give it to somebody else. I'm cured.
Okay.
So just allow me to be cured. Don't say it's undetectable because you want to get my money, bro. Like. You know.
Oh well, back to the guy, the cryptocurrency guy, the Quadriga co-founder. His other co-founder, he died suddenly, and then that money got locked away. Again, he was married, newly married, by the way. He hadn't been married a year, and so. It could be whatever. But his co-founder, remember when we talked about Kingpin, that book with the hacker?
Yeah.
His co-founder was one of the guys who got rounded up along with the subject of the Kingpin book. So that ought to tell you something right there about Bitcoin, if you ask me. Call me crazy. I don't know. So, yeah. But I definitely, 4 out of 4 train tickets.
4.
Yeah, give it to him. We're going to skip ahead.
Yeah, I mean, you just got all these things.
Yeah, man. So, listen, this couple, this next story, listen, we've all talked about relationship disputes and, sometimes the rumors come into play in your relationship. Well, that's 50-year-old Shantari Weems, and she was staying at a luxury hotel with her husband, a former Baltimore cop, incidentally. And that's when authorities were called because a fire alarm went off in the room. Then they say a person, what's the name? Which show, Dante? Oh, Rich and Shameless, Dante. If we were talking about the same thing. Yeah, sorry about that. So yeah, the cops show up. They're knocking on the hotel room door. They hear Mrs. Weems. If y'all come in here, I'm gonna kill myself. What about your husband, ma'am? Is he okay? Fuck him. He's a child molester. She had shot her husband twice already.
What?
Yeah, she shot her husband twice. What happened was she had complaints from children and parents that he had been molesting kids. So yeah, she handled that. So some people are hailing her a vigilante, and then other people are saying that she should go to jail.
She was molesting too. Oh no.
No, she didn't know. And that's the thing. They found her diary in the room.
She shot herself?
No, she didn't shoot herself. They took her into custody. She's actually in jail right now for, as you might assume, attempted murder. She got denied bail. And I was surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And she gonna sit for a minute.
Yeah, exactly.
Until the truth comes out.
Well, and that's the thing. She had a little diary, exactly, and they talked to these other people to confirm her story. But in the diary that the cops found,
That's not the prosecutor's job, though, to talk to people to confirm your story. Their job is to prove that your story isn't right.
Okay, right.
So she needs a defense attorney.
Right.
You feel me? Like
they don't go and check your sources.
No, they're not going to check the sources. They're just proving that what you did. If they convict you of murder, they're proving that you shot him and killed him.
Well, he's alive.
Oh.
Yeah, he's alive. He's
ass his ass. He should want to tell the truth.
Oh, man. So, yeah, she's looking at charge for attempted murder. She got denied bail. I'm kind of surprised because, I'm sorry, but when you think about it, I mean, they're in a hotel room. He's an accused child molester. This is, if I'm a producer for that show, what's that show? To Catch a Predator? I'm like, Shantari Weems. We got to follow this because we can use this lady. She's good for this show somehow, some way. She's good for this show. She said that she didn't know. And a lot of people are saying free Miss Weems. She's no danger to anyone. Her lawyer is now suggesting the shooting was justified because now she's going with self-defense. Self-defense now. I hear you. Yeah. So, her daycare kid center is closed, as you might imagine right now. So other people got to make new plans with that babysitter. P, we talked often about me Uber driving.
I'm just trying to figure out, you mentioned To Catch a Predator.
Oh, To Catch a Predator. You never seen that show?
Yeah, with Chris Hansen.
Yeah, they bring the boy in the hotel room.
And he was the same type of person?
Yeah, well, according to Weems, according to the missus.
No, I'm saying the boy that was doing the show.
Was the same kind of person?
Yeah. He was in the sex trafficking and all that good stuff.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Shit. He was,
wow. Talk about hiding in plain sight. He's that dude. He's the dude that killed somebody and then, we're going to go look for the body. I'll help. Right. You're like, oh, wow. Nuh-uh. Shut the front door.
Arrest warrant issued for To Catch a Predator host Chris Hansen after failure to appeal in a Michigan court. So the star of NBC's To Catch a Predator, Chris Hansen, failed to appear in Michigan courtroom on Thursday, where he is slated to present materials related to a local. Oh no. Okay, right. Yeah, he didn't give up the information. All right, he's not a sexual predator. My fault. I didn't read the full thing. Right.
And that's what you get. Talk about me all the time.
Right. You gotta read the whole thing.
Oh my goodness. We talked before about Uber drivers and deaths and stuff, crazy stuff going on, man. Or there was this Lyft ride. Did you hear about this? It happened in Delaware.
Yeah, he told the guys to get out there because they were drunk and the car came through and hit them.
I mean, like.
I did read that article.
I've never. Good job, P. Oh man. Read this. Yeah, I've yet to have to kick somebody out. But I have had a couple of people that have been like unruly, like, damn, I can't wait to get them out. You know what I mean? Like, how far away we got? All right, let's go here. But like, if I did on a highway, that's extremely unsafe. You're opening yourself up for some serious liability, right?
Well, he ran and Lyft don't even want to give his name up. It's like, yeah, we don't know who that driver was.
Who?
What are you talking? So who did you pay? We don't know who.
Was he driving again? Who was he driving? Well, you know we got so many drivers. Right. What story am I telling? Am I not telling?
Can you tell the story?
Oh, about the Lyft driver? Oh yeah, so they were in the car. Is that it, Dante?
Nah,
gotta get the people.
Talking about how I should have read the whole article.
Oh yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, like you said, the Lyft driver. So my man got hit with the car, and the Lyft driver's zoomed off. And like, yeah, that's amazing to me that Lyft is putting themselves. Well, why is Lyft? Let me formulate why is Lyft basically covering for this dude?
I don't think Lyft is covering for him.
Or they're covering for themselves, obviously. Yeah. This dude.
But if that guy felt threatened, he put him out. It's not his fault.
Okay, or maybe they just want to get all the facts first before they go. releasing the dude's name to the public because he could deal with some death threats, all kinds.
I mean, but my thing is like, because you told somebody to get out the car, that's not your fault that he got hit. He was in the car.
I said get out the car, not on the road.
He pulled over. You feel me? And say, yo, I need you to get out the car. Like,
you can walk to the next exit.
They come up on the beach, you know they drunk.
Oh,
yeah. He was probably in there like spitting and playing around and hitting. You feel me? Like he pulled over.
Hey, old buddy, old pal.
That's not a reason to pull over. But he get to acting a little bit, irate. Like, I gotta pull this car over. You got to get out, bro.
Oh, my goodness. Well, yeah, speaking of Uber deaths, police are saying that 28-year-old Gladys Borchella, we got pictured, she was in a Uber with 6 other passengers when one of them reached into the purse and pulled out a gun and fatally shot her. Damn. 2 states where people were sitting in the back of an Uber, argument ensues, and one passenger shoots the other. 2 states. Guess which one?
Florida and Texas.
So which one out of those 2?
Florida.
Yes, sir. This happened down in Miami, yeah. Borchella was fatally shot by 24-year-old Natalia Harrell. And this happened last Saturday.
Yeah, they was in the club.
Yeah, they got out of hand.
For Natalia.
Yeah, right. According to the witnesses, she said she was going to do it. She said, "You gonna make me reach in my purse?" And
I bet you ain't gonna reach in your purse.
Yeah, right.
Like, okay.
She could have just shot her in her pinky toe, though. She didn't have to.
No, people don't know that they can shoot people other places. They always want to shoot for the body, like, I don't understand that. Shoot her in the knee.
Right. That's you avoid that attempted murder charge.
Yeah, please. You feel me? And just take, whatever disorderly conduct or aggravated assault.
Oh.
But damn, like, use your brain.
Oh my goodness.
You're gonna point it right at her chest. You ain't gonna explode her heart.
Oh my
No,
goodness.
I'm not. No, that ain't gonna happen. Yes, it is. Death. Sheesh.
Yeah. So she's looking at murder charges, as you might imagine.
See you.
Shut up, bitch!
And shot a mother of 3, so you got 3 kids out there now. Mommy just went for one night. I'll be back later. I'll pick y'all up from. No, mommy's not coming back no more. Ain't that something?
It's always the people in your circle, bro.
Man, makes me grateful for you know what I mean?
Like, you grateful for what?
My mom hung out with people with some sense.
Right. Or that your mom had sense.
There we go. How about that?
She don't have to necessarily hang with people that have sense, but that the fact that she has sense removes her from all the bullshit.
There we go.
You know what I mean? Because people can't think for you, bro. You got to think for yourself.
Oh, man. Speaking of 20-year-olds with guns, Pete, did you? We ought to have this. This might be scary as it sounds. And we might have to have a weekly segment. Which young rapper got shot and killed this week? Or at the very least shot.
Yeah, you could do that.
Like these cats aren't talking it anymore. Jay DeYoungin. P, are you familiar with Jay DeYoungin?
No, I'm not. Let me look him up.
All right, here, I'll play. You know what? Jay DeYoungin, he's from Louisiana. So I know you've heard of NBA YoungBoy, right?
Who?
NBA YoungBoy, Never Broke Again YoungBoy.
No.
Okay, I only know of him. I can't even pretend to be hip. I can only pretend. I only know of him because when I was teaching, and kids asked for music to be played, so I'd play. We gotta play the clean version, and so there weren't many for this NBA YoungBoy. But then Jay DeYoungin, he's also from Louisiana, like NBA YoungBoy. Oh, there we go. Death to auto-tune. Death. Where's my... I wish I had... Yeah, he got shot. Police in Bogalusa, Louisiana, responded to a shooting late last Wednesday afternoon. Found him. 2 people were wounded. Authorities identified one victim as Scott, and that's his... Javorius. Javorius Scott is Jay DeYoungin. Was Jay DeYoungin's real name. He died as a result of his injuries.
Everything.
Huh?
No, I'm just looking at the lyrics.
Can I get an example? Oh, in recent years, he had a lot of legal trouble. He was saying,
ain't no jam, man. I'm gonna shake one. Shake out his mind, trying to, and then blick. No.
And it makes me think because incidentally, the aforementioned Mr. Youngboy just beat a gun charge, and you know how these rappers are beefing all the time. Like, Mr. Youngboy, get in here. Could you account for your whereabouts on the night passé, sir? Man, 24 though. Damn. Next.
Biggie and Pac was the same age.
Damn.
They weren't in their 30s. They haven't reached their prime yet. You feel me? They were still babies.
Okay. Damn. Yeah. Too young. You at that age, you still got you still feeling like you got the world by the ass.
Right. And your brain ain't really kicked on to say, yo, like a lot of the shit that you're doing is wrong.
Right. Because you ever reflect on a night when like some crazy, like almost movie worthy of a movie script night you had, and you're
Absolutely. I don't know what saved me. I've had several of them drinks. I don't know how the hell I made it home. I don't know how the hell we didn't die. I don't know how the hell you're still here. I don't know how the hell we're still here, but there's something for us to do. We got to get it done. Yeah,
that was some mornings I woke up like, oh, thank God, I'm home. Check everything. Woo!
Go outside, look at the car.
Right.
You feel me?
Holy smokes!
I really made it.
Checking the whole block, just trying to discreetly walk up the block.
You just wait for everybody to come outside looking at their cars like, motherfucker came through, hit my car last night.
Oh, my goodness, man. Oh, listen to this, P. Like, years ago, right, my mom had a roommate, and we had the exterminator over, right? My roommate, my mom's roommate, excuse me. I guess technically she kind of was my mom's roommate was like, yo, this, that, and the third is missing. It was here this morning when I left. Who was here? Yeah, the exterminator. From then on, that's why anytime I'm having cable installed, the exterminator, I'm standing over there. I'm acting like that. I'm that hovering. Oh, so that's very interesting how you do that, this, that, and the other there. I got to file that one away. When really, I'm watching this. Oh, you got to use the bathroom? Okay, sure, let's go. Let's go. Escort that ass right to the bathroom. Keep an eye on the cable guys. And even still, though, so this next story, P.
It's about the police. It's a police car.
It's a police car. Oh, it's a police car? Oh, that might be out of order. Oh, yeah, it should be. Oh, okay. Oh, this is my man. This is what I thought about saving this guy for P's Weekly Hero, but I thought otherwise of it. So that's a car from the Paulsboro Police Department, P.
Okay.
And a Paulsboro police cop was fired, and he just recently lost his appeal, saying that he had to thus stay fired. And he was accused of sex on duty, harassment of other females. Oh, he was having sex on duty in a squad car with a subordinate, with a trainee. So I mean, like,
was it rape?
Now they didn't accuse him of that. They're saying it was consensual. Like, yeah.
I think all cops should be able to get it when they want it.
We did talk about that.
You're risking your life, bro. It should be some kind of reward for the risk. Right? Risk-reward situation. Like, you get it when you want it. As long as you're not raping anybody or taking anything, you feel me? If you're on duty, you're allowed a 15-minute quickie. And literally, it don't even last 15 minutes.
You get breaks. You get breaks, don't you? This is actually, I think that's what he's playing.
What the hell is that playing?
This is, you don't recognize it? Baby.
Does a black person sing it?
A black person wrote it and sung it originally.
Who sung it originally?
Oh, goodness. When I get the feeling, I need sexual healing.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe that's what the cops should just start playing.
Right, literally, like, you know, that will take a lot of energy,
tension off the job. Yeah,
absolutely. You feel me? If you know. It will take. I literally believe it will.
Okay.
You feel me? Like, yeah, you're allowed 15 minutes. You feel me? No rape, no coercion for arrest, none of that stuff. Because think about everything that they carry on their hips. That's heavy.
Right.
You feel me? The gun and all that good stuff.
And all the implied testosterone of the job.
Yeah. So go ahead.
And the officer's name is Elijah Camacho, by the way. So he's Macho Camacho. No? Remember the boxer Camacho?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, well, my man.
I thought you were saying because the cum.
Oh, no. Damn.
Right.
You be woof. Where's that escalated?
You feel me? Like, I thought that's what I was like, no, that's not really funny.
Oh, my goodness. Well, they said he and the trainee had sex between 5 and 10 times over a 4-month period in the car. But there were other offenses as well. He resigned. They broke up. He denied that there was any sexual harassment at all. He said that they broke up, and her hate for Camacho and Paulsboro, according to trainee, she ultimately resigned. That's when she filed the sexual harassment joint.
He probably was sexually harassed.
And she's in the position of power too. You want that promotion, don't you, girl? No. You know this is how we do it. Even the guy cops, when you're on the job, you do it to each other.
You want to stay on, don't you?
Yeah, freak ninja.
You feel me?
Yo, Dante, it was a clip from remember that show Moonlighting with Bruce Willis?
Right.
The dude was serenading his girl.
I just have the real version of it.
Okay, that's all right. That's the best I can get it. I can actually get that whole clip because he performs the whole song. Right. But I'll get that to you, Dante. Camacho is fired. He also contended that while on the job, his work had been rated high quality, and that should be used as a gauge. There was other offenses, though. There were several reasons that I thought he got fired. Okay, several reasons. Instead of using his patrol car to protect the residents, there was a focus by Camacho in having a succession of rendezvous with women. So she wasn't the only ass booty he was getting on the job. Sexual healing. So P, actually, no, he and his lawyers need to talk to you. Y'all need to work on this. Theory, this argument.
It's definitely
definitely
critical, bro. Like it's like with a boxer. You feel me? A boxer can't have sex because he'll lose his legs.
Right.
You feel me? I think cops should have at least 15 minutes. You
okay.
Feel me? Like,
and remember,
go ahead home. Have you had your 15 minutes?
Right.
Go ahead home.
Do your thing.
You feel me? I mean, go do your thing. If you don't got a girlfriend, it's I don't want to say that, but they're around. You feel me? They're around.
You can rent one.
We're not renting anybody. We don't do that. Those types of things. They're around. You feel me? That's it.
Oh my goodness, yeah, man.
Make sure you wear your Jimmy. You feel me?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, Pete.
What?
Man, yo, I know you heard about my man. This bishop that got robbed here in the Brooklyn bishop was robbed.
Was he really robbed?
Now, see, that's the thing. So I'm reading the article, right? As I initially started reading the article about this bishop, and what's this scumbag's name? Lamar Whitehead. And so
it's free for the cops.
Huh?
Right? It's free. They get free coffee at Wawa. They get free poontang. They're doing a service, bro. Like literally. You feel me? Imagine how many people will be cops after that.
They wouldn't have no recruitment problems.
That's in the contract. 15 minutes. Oh, I'm there.
Sweet. Sign me. Where I sign?
Yeah. Shit.
Oh my goodness. So this bishop, Lamar Whitehead, like you said, Pete, was he really robbed? Because when I'm reading the article, according to the article, last Sunday, 2 or 3 guys broke into Whitehead's church as he was performing his sermon, and they robbed he and his wife. And so when he saw the robbers come in, he yelled, "Clear out" to the congregation, and the people ran. And then in the article, one thing I thought was suspicious, well, it just struck me as strange, was they were talking about the items that they took off of him, and they had the price of each item or the estimated value of each item right there. And I was like, had it ready to go.
Yeah, you should. You know how much you paid for something?
Interesting.
That's interesting.
And so actually, so And then I'm thinking that, right? Sure enough, 2 days later, Steve Harvey and his the strawberry lady.
Right.
They're talking about. They think it was. They were floating a theory. So there's a theory out there that it's probably insurance fraud.
Right.
But man, like first off, if you're doing God's work?
No, I'm doing work for me. See, there are people that will pretend that they're doing God's work when they're really doing work for them. You know who's doing work for them.
Those kind of cats, I can't.
By the cars that they drive, the clothes that they wear, you feel me? The image that they portray, you know when it's God's work. Because when it's God's work, you don't have none of that stuff on. I don't care who you call God. I don't care. There's only one God at the end of the day, right? And because you speak different languages, you call him a different name. You feel me? But
right.
There's only one God because he created all of us equal. You understand what I'm saying? Equal to the amount of work that we put in our lives is what we'll get out of it. You feel me? So, you know, I can't disrespect him because I don't know who he works for real. You feel me? If he works for God or if he's working for the devil, and I don't want no beef with him. But what I can say is, looking at that video when they came in to rob him, you feel me? Like, it wasn't a gunshot. It wasn't nobody. Like, usually when you have a robbery,
a crowd that large, you gotta let one in the air to get their attention.
To let them know I'm not playing no games. I will buck you in your fucking foot, in your leg. So instantaneously for me, I'm looking at him. I'm like, okay, he set this up. Now, where is he from?
Brooklyn,
New York. Right. Where am I from? Brooklyn, New York. So it's just like it's easy to be able to tell. All right, bro.
Yeah.
You set this shit up. You feel me? But at the end of the day, you know.
Oh my goodness. Him and charlatans like him.
I'll fight you.
Yeah. For
I
sure.
can't even call him a charlatan because he can help somebody. You understand what I'm saying?
Himself?
Like, no, but him helping himself can help somebody else, bro.
Sure. He's got to be comfortable because he's doing the Lord's work.
Absolutely. So, you know,
I want to fight you.
Even the boy that used to sell the holy water, what do you sell the holy water on a different
channel? Oh that dude.
Call me right now so you can get your spiritual healing.
Right, that boy kills.
You feel me? To help you maintain whatever you need. Like
this little vial of water from my tap.
This vial of water right here from the great mountains of Caucasus. You feel me? Like,
yo, come on.
Crumb creep.
No.
You know, if that's what he wants to do, that's how he'll go, right? And eventually somebody will really come and rob him.
Right.
And probably do something to him. Like, nigga, you got all this?
Exactly. Now you're drawing attention now.
Right. So, I don't know.
Oh man, we've talked some scary stuff plenty of times on this show. So man, did you hear about this? This neo-Nazi Marine that was plotting a mass murder? He was plotting he was going to do a shooting, much like these cowards. That former Marine, he's accused of leading a neo-Nazi group that was alleged to have been planning an attack on a New York synagogue. His name was Matthew Bellinger, and he's charged with gun violations, and he could spend up to 20 years in prison if convicted. Yeah. And then the plan after that, after shooting up the synagogue, they planned to go and rape white women to make sure there was more white babies. This goes back to what I say all the time about this racist stuff. You got to admit that you're full of shit. All right, because how you gonna protect? Okay, all the time. How many times you heard about how black men are gonna rape their baby, rape their women, and this, that, and the other? Oh, so you want to damage your women? Okay, all right. In the name of who? And not to mention, fellas, what? This 80 y'all, whatever. It's all upon you guys. You, this group of morons here, you're going to save the white race, which is already doing quite well, by the way. I mean, come on, let's face it. The criminal complaint filed last month in U.S. District Court in Hawaii alleged that Bellinger, while serving as a Marine in Honolulu, paid a police officer on Long Island, New York, to buy him guns that wouldn't be allowed to buy legally. When FBI questioned Bellinger about the guns he owned, he didn't mention a PTR assault rifle or a Luger-style pistol that he had the officer buy for. The FBI investigating Bellinger because they suspected he was planning to harm people and destroy property in hate-motivated attacks. So he was, good job to the FBI on that one, right? We got another mass murder plot to talk about later on, P, but that's in your Weekly Heroes. Oh, we got to go back to that grandma. Can we go back? I skipped her. I'm sorry. That grandma, so we were talking about the exterminator and whatnot, right? And now I'm saying how I watched the Cable Guy. Mm-hmm. Well, you might want to watch. You definitely want to keep an eye on your Cable Guy after I heard this story. That little old lady right there, she was a cable customer. She had a guy come in and install her cable, and she was 83-year-old Betty Thomas, who lived in Texas. Well, the cable company was Spectrum, and took place in 2019. This guy showed up the next day and stabbed Mrs. Thomas to death, right? Mm. Yeah, and so they turn around and come to find out that, they didn't really do their homework. They just green lighted this guy. They didn't, the background checks and all that you do for a lot of jobs. Yeah. And on his, he already had an assault, domestic violence, and he had a burglary and assault on his record. I mean, just the burglary alone should have disqualified him. Because, I mean, burglary, you might get into people's houses and get tempted and do something stupid. You a liability from where according to our legal department. Well, her Thomas's family, they just won a lawsuit for $1 billion. Damn. Yeah, with a B.
Better lawyer up, asshole, because I'm not coming back for 30%. I'm coming back for everything.
Yeah, they did. Like, they damn sure tried to take everything. But they're saying that the company was negligent in not checking him and what have you. Plus, he was using the company car for other personal stuff. So, who knows what else he was up to. They showed up and locked him up the next day, they locked him up within 2 days after Thompson's murder in 2018. But yeah, it's a shame. Somebody broke into. I think I mentioned that before. Somebody broke into my great aunt's house a couple of months ago. Scary type stuff, man. So next up, P, did you hear about this North Carolina town? This woman got hired as the town manager, right? And she was, if you could look at her appearance, cause the whole.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Oh, skip ahead. Now remember, skip past the grandma. She would be a black woman on one side and a cop on the other. Right. So, yeah, she is the town manager in a town in North Carolina. So she became the town manager, and within 4 months, the entire police department, well, there's only 4 people in the police department anyway, but all 4 of them resigned, as well as a county clerk as well.
Because?
They said it was a hostile work environment she created.
Oh,
I thought
was black.
Yeah. And a female. So you said she right there. So I can see why. You know what though, P, trying to play devil's advocate, I can partially understand because she came in a little strong, because actually, I got my sources, right? I got my ear to the ground. I have actual recording of how the lady walked into the office and announced herself as a new town manager. She just came in with the she just came into the room with the fist, and they were just, that's it. Start getting their resignation ready. Oh my goodness. They are actually doing a nationwide search. They're conducting a nationwide search, according to the town. Town released a statement that they're conducting a nationwide search in order to fulfill these vacancies. Speaking of cops, P, this is a Newark cop. A Newark cop, your father. How far would you? We talked before about the one day when the cop showed up to arrest. The cop showed up to arrest that one guy, and the father,
It was the father arresting the son?
No, yeah, the father with the cop, or the cop showed up to arrest that one guy in that video we showed a couple of weeks ago, and the father went and used the digging machine. He used that to try and mess with the cops to keep them from arresting him.
Right.
So, again, I don't have kids, but I'm sure that connection is strong and whatnot. There are lengths that you're going to go to defend your children.
Not
right?
if I know that nigga wrong.
Well, funny you say that because
See you when you get home.
Because what you have here is Lieutenant Luis Santiago and his son Luis Santiago. They are Newark cops, and the father's a lieutenant. The son is an officer. And what happened was Luis, with somebody else in the car and drunk, he was on the Jersey Parkway, the Garden State Parkway, November 1st to 2021, and he hit and killed a nurse who was walking along the side of the road. This was as she was leaving a Halloween party. So he struck her. Then called his father. Father instructs him and his mate, Luis and his mate, then take the body, put it in the trunk of his car, leave the scene. That's when the father comes up on the scene, makes the 911 call, and then, well, that's what they're alleging anyway, father leaves the scene, they come back and leave the body there. So Santiago and his homie then went to the home. Oh, while they left the scene, they had went to the parents' house, Santiago's parents' house. So Luis, the older Santiago that you see here, following the 911 call, Santiago returned to the scene of the crash with the nurse's body in the car shortly before state police arrived. According to the affidavit of probable cause, Luis Santiago's mother allegedly told her son to bring the body back to the scene. The mother, Annette, 53-year-old Annette Santiago, she was initially charged, but the grand jury declined to charge her. So all charges against her were dismissed. The father, Luis, Lieutenant Santiago, was indicted on a charge of hindering prosecution by providing false information to police and official police misconduct and failing to help after learning a person had been injured. The son was charged with, the relative, and that's the thing too. I remember this one guy, he beat somebody to death in college, and the story was he beat the bejesus out of the guy, and then he decided he was going to kill him, and then looked at the dudes with him and said, "Yo, help me load this body in this car." Jigga who? Jigga what? I'm out. I was never here. I'm out. So, and then if you touch that thing, you're automatically accessory. So the guy that Santiago had in the car with him, his cousin, he got charges as well. So there's that. Doesn't say how long they're going to be looking for their. Excuse me. P, we talked before about prisons, and like the way that the social setup is, it invites a lot of corruption and a lot of misconduct and abuse on behalf of the guards, right? Well, there's a corrections officer, and he was allegedly selling keys to inmates for $1,000. Mm-hmm. These keys could help you get into the female wing of this prison in Indiana, and that's where a lot of guys were going over and committing sexual assault. This prison was used this actually was used in 60 Days In. You familiar with that program at all? Any of you folks ever seen that? Yeah, this jail was used in there. So, but that's heinous. This cop, what's his name? This page is all slow. Not my fault. The cop is looking at, doesn't say. This newest suit, that's what's happening. The newest suit files Monday sees 8 Jane Does taking action against multiple defendants, including Clark County Sheriff Jamie Knoll, the prison guard you see here, Lowe, and other unknown jail officers. Per the suit, multiple systemic failures facilitated multiple males being given quote-unquote free run of the Clark County Jail for an extended period of time as a night of terror for the victims. On October 23rd and 24th, the suit alleges numerous male detainees used the keys and are accused that they're accused of having purchased from Lowe to enter pods used for housing women, at which point they're accused of having raped, assaulted, harassed, threatened, and intimidated multiple women. This week that the former jailer, who is listed on online court records as David Lowe, and he's facing charges including in official misconduct of a public servant, trafficking with an inmate, and aiding in escape. And his trial is set to begin in November.
Damn.
Man, ain't that crazy? Like,
no, it's just what happens.
Like,
when money is all you want.
There we go. Like, and the corruption of it all. Again, good gravy. Hold on here. Where's the... I couldn't... And you know what's going to happen. I mean, and like you said, Pete, I mean, you do that. If you do that, you know what's going to happen. You give these keys off to these guys. At the very least, somebody's at least one of these.
He's not worried about that. He's worried about the $1,000. Like, nobody's worried about what somebody's going to do with the keys that they're giving. You feel me? Like, I'm giving you the keys to the woman. What do I expect you to do? Go over there and try to talk to one and be like,
right.
Yo,
hey, how you doing?
Like,
let me airdrop you this photo of yourself.
You feel me? Like,
let's talk about the legendary cannon.
Somebody's going to get hurt. You're giving prison keys to the female wing. And you expect them not to go over there and use brute force and take it? These niggas been on brute force their whole lives. Right. Raised on survival. Like, no.
And that's part of why.
Brothers and sisters, I don't know what this world is coming to.
What the hell's going on out here?
It's a mad, 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 mad world.
This is madness.
Oh, can you turn me down a little bit? I can't. I lost my, where's my editor? Where's the editor? I just clicked the wrong thing. Where's the editor? Oh, there we go. All right. So, there is, skipping ahead here. Pete, we got, after that, listen to this. Did you hear about this? Road rage. We talked about plenty of that. We had that sad road rage story that was pretty local a few weeks ago. But
that wasn't real road rage.
You don't think?
It wasn't an accident. I believe road rage is an accident, something happening, an accident, somebody trying to run you off the road. I feel like that was just the moment of stupidity.
Okay.
When you were in traffic, you were mad at the car in front of you, you pulled in front of the car, you got out and you fired a gun. It's not real road rage. He didn't hit your car. He didn't say anything to you. Y'all didn't have any interaction.
Okay. What about if wiper fluid splashes on the car?
How do you know it's wiper fluid?
I can still shoot you.
You feel me? Like, did you just pee out your car? Are you peeing out your window?
Wait a second. Wait.
Is this piss on my car?
Get a test on this.
Motherfucker, did you just throw a bottle of Gatorade piss out of your car?
Oh, well, in Oregon last week, road rage happened because, like those jets on your wipers
they
are pretty
get on
powerful.
the cars behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this car, a Beamer that was behind, the fella on the road in Oregon. Yeah, he drove up behind Dennis Anderson, his partner of 18 years, Brandy Goldsberry. They were driving along Highway 18 in the Van Duzer corridor on July 13th, and they let the jets go, got the car behind them. That car pulls up beside them and lets off a couple of shots. We drove by it. Then according to the lady that was in the car, they pulled up beside them, and then she said, I was like, just ignore him. Ignore him. He's just having a bad day, she told the newspaper. Eventually, the BMW went away. The couple again encountered the vehicle just a few miles down the highway, when they got to a rest area, we drove by it, and then it got behind us. And when the lane started to turn to one again, the car started driving really close to the back of us, almost like it was going to hit us. And then it would go into oncoming traffic and kind of swerve toward us, like trying to push us to the side of the forest. And that's when they let off the 2 shots. She said that happened several times before she had finally encouraged Anderson to pull over and call 911. He pulled over, stepped out of the car, and as he dialed, the BMW stopped parallel to them. Someone opened fire from inside the car. And so they're on the loose right now. Police on Friday, they continued the hunt for the vehicle as well as the shooter. And the shooter is described as a younger male with a medium complexion who is less than 25 years old. Of course, small in stature, short man's. So he's got short man's disease with short, dark hair, and he's young. My father was short.
It's a gun, man. Just having a gun, like nobody. Like I said, I tell my son all the time, you know, when you're old enough for going to the range, I want to show you what a gun can do. You feel me? I want you to see what a gun can do. You feel me? So you know. I want you to fire a gun so you understand how powerful it is. Then I want you to break that gun down and clean that gun so you understand that it's a weapon. You feel me? That's all it is, right? It's not your heart. It's not the equalizer. None of that shit. It's a weapon that can kill people or protect you. You know what I mean? And it can do both at the same time. You feel me? So like understand like how important it is that you know what you have in your hand. And I feel like we don't teach our children that. You feel me? And so many of our children are dealing with traumas, bro. Like real life traumas. Oh, yeah. I was talking to Zane yesterday, and he was like, bro, you know, we didn't have no bipolar medicine when we were younger and all this other medicine that they giving all these kids today, ADHD. You just dealt with that shit. You feel me? You dealt with it. And we didn't know when we were depressed. We started drinking and smoking and we're depressed, bro. That's how we dealt with our depression. He was like, a lot of these kids today, you feel me? Like, and it's not because of a mom protecting a child. It's because of the relationship between the mom and dad that doesn't allow.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, P. Go ahead.
That doesn't allow people to get in there and talk to their kids. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know what the reason is, but it's a real reason, and we got to fix it.
Oh, for sure, man. And especially with the young folks, these ages are killing me. We're going to skip ahead, P. Oh, wait, no. Speaking of strange things, so how are you about aliens?
I believe in them.
Okay. I definitely, yeah, for sure. The universe is far too big for their...
I can't believe that we're the only planet with things on it, moving around, breathing, and killing each other. You know? I'm sure there's a 6-legged Pierre in
right.
You feel me? Walking around, like, trying to create positivity. You feel me? Like,
oh, he's in the multiverse?
Right. Right. Absolutely.
Oh, well, there was a gentleman in Florida, and he went to the headquarters of, I found that stuff that name sucks, man. We got to get better branding than that if we're actually going with this. Well, I guess you would, like you said, if it's been in movies, it has to be, eventually it's going to be in real life. So, I mean, like Star Trek, you know, the Starfleet Federation, you know, like eventually, you know, it's going to go through a name change, but Space Force to start off with is corny. But this next gentleman is Corey Johnson, and he allegedly heard the voice of the president in his head, stole a truck, and went to the headquarters of Space Force where he was warning everyone about aliens. So, yeah. According to arrest records, Johnson explained that the president in his head needed him to drive to Patrick Air Force Base to warn the Guardians. He was told by the president he needed to tell the government there was U.S. aliens fighting with Chinese dragons. So, yeah. That shit's deep, huh? You don't think so?
Yeah.
U.S. aliens and Chinese dragons?
Right.
You know, I didn't realize that the Chinese dragon is more about water. You know?
Yeah,
like
come out of water.
Like I always, you know.
You thought they came out of a dark cave?
No, right. But like I started paying attention. Like,
why wouldn't they come out of water?
They don't have wings, so they're more like a
snake.
Snake, there we
Right,
go.
but they do have wings because they can fly.
Okay, they do fly?
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
What the hell?
Oh my goodness. Pete, we're going to skip ahead because it's getting late.
Is it?
Yeah, man. Oh, man. Oh, one last story before we do what we have to do. And this happened. I've never been in a helicopter. We talked about it before. Heights. Terrified of it. I'm a big bitch ass. I ain't even scared to say it when it comes to heights. Like if once we get above 5 stories, listen, give me some room. I need some elbow room. Well, this guy wasn't in the air, but he was landed. This fella, now they're saying, they landed the helicopter, a British tourist. He was in Greece, right? He's 22 years old, these young boys. He gets off the helicopter, and he exits. It's a Bell 407, by the way. And they're at the airport in Sparta, close to the Greek capital. That's when his name was Jack Fenton, and he was a student at Oxford Brookes University. Well, according to the article, Fenton got off the helicopter, walked several feet away, then turned around, went back towards the helicopter while the rollers were still moving. And
What you doing? You got something in your mouth?
no, he got chopped up by
The helicopter?
Yeah.
How you get chopped up from the helicopter?
And that's what I don't. Yeah, well, he got out, walked away, and then came back. I think. Remember, we talked about. I got to start that new website, Death by Selfie, because that's what they're saying. Some people are saying. There's one report saying that there's two differing reports. My initial thought was when I read the article before I even read anything about selfie, I was like, I bet you he's trying to take a selfie. Cause gets off the helicopter, walks off. Oh shit, I forgot to take the picture. Hey.
Oh, he walked to the back wing.
He walked back towards the helicopter.
Back towards the back wing.
Yeah, he must have he got too close towards
I'm
that
like
rear
the top wing.
that rear propeller. Yeah, it'd be hard to get sucked up.
So
And he got
played his ass. Dummy. Helicopters are weird to me, right? Because I don't really understand how they stay.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I really don't trust it.
It's
You feel me? Like
it's just, and it's not heavy enough.
Right.
It could just, the wind could just affect.
So it's like, for me, like, do I want to go on the helicopter ride? Yeah, I wouldn't mind one, but I want a parachute. You know what I mean? Like, it's different than a plane. I don't even understand a plane, how a plane stays in the air.
Okay,
like,
right.
All of these things that I don't understand that someone understood at some point to make it happen. You know
That's how I feel about the CD player.
Yeah.
I'm still amazed by that. Let alone
That's literally how I feel
the
about my
ability
phone.
to-
That's why I understand that there are higher intelligences around. You know what I mean? Giving people ideas. I mean, even the brother that invented the iPhone, what was his name?
It was a brother?
No,
Oh.
I'm just saying he was a person. He was
Okay,
a man.
gotcha.
So he's a brother. He ain't a sister.
You meant brother in the Cornell West sense.
I mean, brother in any kind of brother way.
Cornell West calls every man
Every
brother.
man brother. Are you not a man, bro? You don't have to be the same color as me to be my brother.
Right on.
What the hell's wrong with you, Darren?
What the hell is wrong with me? That's an existential question you're asking there. P.
Damn.
It's about that time though, P.
I got 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah, we gotta skip ahead. Oh shoot, we gotta skip ahead. All right, so what
You
you need
gotta
to
tell me exactly where I'm starting.
All right,
what picture
exactly
am I
where you
gonna
start. Oh, I'm about to
Kid
tell
with the
you.
halo?
Huh?
Kid with the halo?
Oh, hey, I can see your halo. Hey, actually, go 2 pictures before him, and you got a woman sitting there by herself.
With her neck broke?
Oh no, actually, can we do that?
I want to know. Like,
Oh, you want to know what? Go ahead, run
Yeah.
that. Let's run that one.
Hey, the lady-
She should be one of your heroes. The halo and the neck
Right.
go together,
Okay.
obviously. That is a 14-year-old Pakistani girl. She, at 10 months old, she suffered a fall that put her neck at essentially a 90-degree angle.
Oh, shit.
Right. And like when I first saw the picture, I was just like, oh, shit. But then surgery, she just had corrective surgery recently. And so Go ahead and roll the next pic,
And
P.
this is what she looks like now.
That's her with the halo. They put the corrective surgery on. She got a new lease on life.
But do you see how for so many years now her face is crooked?
Yeah. Like hopefully gravity will sort that.
That's what took it that way.
Yeah.
You feel me? Gravity. Like
hopefully that'll work itself out. She's fresh out the box, you know. So hopefully they're trying to reset a little bit.
Like it just looked like everything has been pushed.
All right. I'm amazed that this little
face. I'm just saying, bro. I'm not being funny. Well, I'm not laughing. Why are you laughing?
I'm laughing
This
because
young
you
lady
made
with
me
a bush
laugh.
face.
Oh, I'm amazed how because a multitude of pictures that I saw on her, she smiling.
Right.
I mean, like to be able to
Look at the original picture. She don't look like that. She don't look like it's nothing wrong with her face.
Okay.
As soon as they get her head right, you feel me?
See, there's always going to be something off with her. She can't get right.
I'm not saying she can't get right because she got right.
Okay.
But now we look at her face and it's off center. But when it was the other way, it wasn't. Why are you laughing? It's not to be funny.
I know, but it's an involuntary reaction,
So that's
man.
sad,
Laughing.
bro. Like we don't laugh at kids that are
Oh no, I'm amazed by. Like I said, the fact that she could keep a smile on her face.
She should smile.
Oh, but now, yeah, especially now.
she's
She
blessed.
about to break out now.
Yeah, blessed with life, bro. You should
Yeah.
smile every fucking day, bro.
Cause you see how like her appearance in the last picture when she a little sideways there.
Yeah,
she,
but in this
she had
picture,
her shirt,
in the
she had her hair did.
You can't see. There's nothing wrong with her eyes. Like everything is like, all right, that's cool. And then when they straighten their neck out,
But see, look how you were just looking at it.
come on, dude.
Oh man, I bet, and you know what? I bet there was some ignorant SOB who walked up to her doing it. Yeah, man, ignorant ass.
What happened to your face?
Oh, P, before we do that real quick, man. There's a video or there's a picture of a boat, guy on a boat.
Guy on a boat.
Yeah. Well, he's
jumping off.
Should be. It looks like he's standing next to on the edge of his boat. Yeah.
With some fish.
Yeah, good. So I don't know if you heard about that recently, but my man was sitting there. He was trying to. I don't know what he was trying to do with this little shark.
Oh, he was playing with a shark?
He had a shark, and we got the video. Go ahead, P. Roll it.
Nope, I don't got the video.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Nope. No, that's what you do.
Oh.
That's
So
exactly what you do.
basically what's happening, right? The kid in the foreground there, the kid says to the shark too, "Don't bite our boat," which is funny because his father's trying to get the shark up, and then all of a sudden the shark manages to get a hold of the father's pinky, and then the shark does a nice little barrel roll, like an alligator would have seen that and be like,
I give that about a, yeah, that's an A.
Oh, like, hold
And he
up
took the
stroke.
pinky?
Took his. My man was like, "Oh shit!" I just lost my pinky. He says in the video.
Oh shit! Yeah, bro. He lucky he didn't fall in.
Right.
Like he got a lot of balance.
Oh.
Unless somebody's holding him up. That's why I don't go fishing, bro. I'm not playing nobody else's field, bro. I'm not. The land is for me. You feel me? Can I hop in some water and survive? Absolutely, but not amongst sharks and shit like that. I mean, I don't want to go into no dark cave where bears be at and goats be at and all that shit. Where I'm at right now is my natural stomping ground. And that's where I'm going to fucking stay.
And that's probably what the shark was thinking when he kept messing with it at first. Freaking surface dwellers. I hate y'all.
No, they're delicious.
And thanks for the snack, by the way.
Shit.
Oh my goodness.
It's sad. But yeah, everybody always say, "Yo, come on, bro, let's go fishing." No, I eat dead fish.
Right.
I don't want to catch a live fish. And then, no, you go catch it for me if that's what you like to do. You know? I'm good. I'll buy it from you when you come back. But other than that, I'm straight.
Right.
I'm going to stay right here on this land.
And matter of fact, when I buy it from you, I appreciate it if it's scaled and gutted already.
Absolutely. Don't sell me no whole fucking fish. You feel me? This ain't the Seattle fish market. You throw catching fish. Like, no.
Make a dive and catch this for fish.
No, shave that motherfucker, scale that motherfucker, and give it to me filleted.
Oh my
And
goodness.
if it's salmon, which is the only fish I really like to eat, cut it up in the forest for me, please.
Oh, you never. Oh, hold up. Oh.
You got another type of fish?
No, actually, I'm sorry, it got stuck in my head because of that. Oh my god.
So pinky.
Yeah, right. So bassa. I would suggest bassa if you like.
What's bassa?
Bassa is a white fish. It's soft.
I like white fish.
Okay, so you.
I like pink fish.
Okay. There's a joke in there.
Shut up, bitch!
Yeah, I'll bring one of these days. I'll make some bassa. We'll try it out.
No, I don't like white fish.
Oh, you don't like white fish?
No.
What about snapper?
No.
A snapper.
No.
A snapper.
Not literally. So my dad used to always eat snapper. You feel me? My aunt would bring her from the Bahamas when she would come.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't have no problem with snapper. I can eat white fish. I just, I don't.
Okay.
Right. Salmon.
I think it goes back to P wanting to just look like a pimp, so he puts his salmon-colored suit and stuff like that.
Not pink fish.
Oh my goodness. Oh, where are we?
Something about the way it smells.
Wait, white fish or pink fish?
Pink fish.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
So, P, it's about that time. Let's do this.
Like honey.
Once a week, a person steps forward to be more than a person, to be an example, a beacon, a hero.
Who is elected home?
And that young lady is running for senator in Pennsylvania. Now, it's elect hoes because she's very forward about her past as a stripper.
What kind of stripper was she? Was she a burlesque stripper, or was she a full-on contact lap dance champagne?
She referred to it as sex work. Which,
okay, there it is.
There we go.
There it is. Hit the bell. Hit the bell. Hit the motherfucking bell. She is this week's weekly hero. Give me the rest. Give me everybody else. Let's go.
An officer was on routine patrol at 9:38 p.m. and saw a 10-year-old boy sitting in the driver's seat. Eventually, the van went through an intersection in reverse and went up an embankment into the front yard of a residence. The officer then placed the 10-year-old in the back seat of the car. That's when the 10-year-old boy told the officer his dad wanted him to have cereal before going to school in the morning, so his dad sent the boy to buy Cheerios at the store. He did. The officer found the boy's parents had been asleep. The boy then admitted he had just left home without his parents' knowledge to go to the store. 10 years old. 10 years old. By himself at 8:30. Driving. That's my hero. And he didn't crash.
It's time to find out who gets their cape and shades and takes to the sky as Who's Weekly Hero?
Okay, P. So what we got here, this is Nicole Schubert. And Nicole Schubert, she was talking about her story to the Wall Street Journal. And so in 2019, she was cleaning her home when she found her son's journal with plans that outlined that he would kill her at home first, then attack his Washington high school, where he was a 17-year-old senior at the time. So essentially, she turned her son, well, that's how I found out about, I didn't know about the story that happened last year, but she just did an interview on ABC News, and she was talking about the experience of turning her son in. TJ was his name. Interview aired last Thursday. It's kind of heartbreaking when you watch the video, but I mean, for her to make that call. I know, see, the main reason I wouldn't have done something like Mr. Holmes here is because I know that Millie would have been like, what the as she was beating my ass. In fact, she'd have called the cops. Listen, y'all need to come get me because I'm going to kill this boy. He talking about killing me and killing others. One of her favorite sayings, what's that parent say to you, P, when they threaten you with death? What do parents say?
I brought you into this world and I'll take your ass out of here.
There we go.
And literally, my dad tried that.
Said Mrs. Schubert, that's my child. I gave birth to him, but it hurts. It still hurts about the plan. So, yeah, that's your one nominee, Pete. The next nominee, who is a strong front runner, 30 women, 30 photos. They are a gun violence photography project, and they opened up last month in Saunders Park, and this is in Philadelphia. Michelle Parker is one of the members, and these are the members that you see here, but she's the leader. And it was shot. There's an exhibit, and it's I found this through WHYY Public Broadcasting, but shot. We the Mothers, and is a part of Shot, We the People. And so it's a multimedia project showcasing gun violence survivors and victims across the U.S. Because not just the teenagers that we see that are dying are victims, but also the mothers. Like, I know that was the worst. Not that I had anything to do with it, but like that was a horrible experience. I've been lucky enough to only be to one funeral where the person died of unnatural cause. Incidentally, he was a teenager, but that was just plain horrible. Just watching his parents man. So yeah, Shot, We the Mothers, it's a group submission there, P. And finally, we have this 15-year-old, and he is
look about 30.
Old face Andre over here.
You lying, boy. Let me see your birth certificate.
That's 15-year-old Namaya Juniel, and he's he's making history as he will be graduating with a bachelor's degree in health sciences on August 6th.
No.
Making him the youngest student ever to get a degree from Sam Houston State University in Texas.
Okay.
So, and he's...
Oh, yeah, you're from Texas, yeah.
You ain't got to do much to rise above the crowd.
No.
What you got, a 103 IQ? All right.
No, the bull, he just looked big, like 15 years old.
Oh, yeah. Them big heart, they growing big down
They're going big in Texas.
Oh, yeah, so he's getting his bachelor's degree this August 6th. And he has a drive.
Celebrate a birthday every 2 years. Celebrate his birthday every 2 years.
Why you say that?
Because he's 30. 15. Look at him, bro.
Right.
You see 15 there?
No. In fact, if I was bartending and he walked up, I'd be like, I'd have to think about carding him. Wait, do I card him? Should I? Depending on what he ordered. If he orders something like Young Boy-ish, give me an Incredible Hulk. Yeah, let me see some ID. Yeah. You say, let me get a Sam Adams. Hey, here you go, buddy.
There you go. Get an old fashioned.
Oh, there you go. I'd have muddled that cherries and orange with my man. Man after my own soul. So yeah, there you go, P. So we got Janelle, young. They say Janelle.
Right.
The 30 mothers, the victims here in this exhibit, and we got Mrs. Schubert, who last year turned her child in, knowing that meant it was going to be 20 years till she saw him again without glass. But she also saved lives in the process.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's hard. I don't want to pick one person, because picking that one person puts them above everybody. And everybody, this is like independent categories. You feel me? So for education, you got to give it to the 30-year-old, 15-year-old. You know, like that he's the first person, like, and he's African American.
Yeah,
he's the first, the youngest.
Yes, sir.
The first youngest, the youngest first. Fix that.
Oh shoot!
Just wiggle the
Just wiggle it, just a little bit.
It's done now, right?
Just no.
Yeah,
Okay.
You messed everything up.
That's what.
But no, to be the youngest African American kid to graduate is very awesome. For the mother that turned her son in, right? We need more mothers like her. Right. Like, literally, like we need more mothers that are not worried about losing something and more concerned with, you feel me, saving something.
Ooh.
You can save your son's life, and you can save other kids' lives as well.
You go.
And then for the because this is difficult, right?
Yeah.
Because when you think about Philadelphia and all the losses and all the victims of gunshots, it's a lot. And it's a lot for any parent to deal with, let alone constantly. It's always the mothers, you know, that are at the forefront of all the.
And that was the worst part of that funeral. Like when she said goodbye to me as I was leaving the repast, and the strength that she was displaying, like I got into the car to drive home and I bust out in tears.
Right.
Like I'm sorry, Pico.
Right, but you know, because it's important to understand that, you know, a lot of the mothers that are left here after their children are gone, you know, they have a burden to carry. And the fact that they care enough to put the photos out here and to talk about what they're dealing with, you know, that's important, right? The reason we keep on going through what we're going through now is because we do not talk about it. No one comes out and says how much it hurts. No one comes out and says how dreadful their days are when they wake up without their son, without their daughter. You know what I mean? And because we're not talking, things continue to happen. You know what I mean? You want to stop something, we got to talk about it. So, you know, if I had to pick or choose, I would have to choose them.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I can't think about a day where my son is not here. You feel me? When my daughters are not here. You feel me? Due to gun violence. You feel me? Like, and that's why I do the work that I do. That's why I'm out in the community. That's why I'm trying to help. You feel me? Because I'm just trying to make a place for my son. You feel me? Like, so that he can be great and continue to move, right? So, you know, I definitely got to give it to them. The 30 for 30. What is it called?
30 mothers, 30 shots. They're part of the shot exhibit.
Right.
Capital S, capital H, capital.
Right. And to tell these mothers, man, keep pushing, right? And to ask other mothers to get involved. You feel me?
Right.
Because you don't really have to lose a son to know how it feels to lose a son.
There you go.
You know what I mean? And I know how it feels. You feel me? And I want for fathers to step up the same way. You know what I mean? Help our kids, man. Like this is our future. Right. And if we continue to lose them, we won't have a future.
Right. There it goes.
You already ain't making kids, so you know there are people here that just aren't about making kids and aren't about the future. But you know, like we have to help our children. We have to talk to our children.
I'm all about let's teach the ones we got. There's plenty of kids already here.
Absolutely.
Got to flip that around, P. We're on the same team, nigga.
Whatever.
Ooh, my goodness. Mom, sorry about that.
No, he is not.
Well, that's it, folks. We ran a little long. Sorry about that. Born Leaders up next, P.
No, I don't think. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Well, with that, the train's going to pull into the station. Listen, folks, there was some stuff we skipped ahead on this week, but we'll get to it next week.
Oh, Born Leader was last week.
Okay, there we go.
Right.
So with that, you know, we're going to end it here, P.
Yeah.
Listen, man, you stay out of trouble this week, all right?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Always out of trouble, bro. You know, since the stroke, I don't do nothing.
There we go. All right,
I don't want no trouble. I don't. I ain't trying to die.
Oh, yeah, please no.
Yeah.
Please no. No, please.
No, please don't.
Oh, well, with that said, folks, we'll see you next week on the D Train with Darren DeVoue on cmpradio.net. Don't forget, if you want to check out any cmpradio.net's content, hit up the Facebook or YouTube page for cmpradio.net, and you can check out all the content. Respect for Life with Mr. Muhammad, The Tent of Life with Tyrone, right? And What Would Josh Do, who's also got some merch here with Josh. It's not What Would Josh Do, hosted by Kevin there. So anyway, with that said, folks, I'll see you next week on the D Train. Until then, have a peaceful, productive, and positive week. Thank you.
Section after section, precisely where they've always been and where they'll always be, all adding up to what? The train. The train is the world, we the humanity.